You know something? I wish we could have 1 hour here. Don't let me go in. I don't want to because I
Doc. You are minister, former deputy minister for finance.
You brought me to speak. Allow me to speak, or you allow you to speak.
But you are speaking.
You ask a question. It's my field. By the grace of God.
But you ask me a question.
Listen to me?
Okay,
will you listen to me? Before MPP left, what was the situation?
Of the CD and
dollar. The CD at a point because of global crisis, when in terms of depreciation over 50%, and it had started doing so much well that almost all the primary macro indicators, i.e. the independent variables that were to work on the CD, about 90% had even outperformed 2016 before we left power. Primary balance, check all of them. My own brother, Dr. Atuforsin's own statement in Parliament, go and read that budget. 2, one of the major things that helped the CD to work out, first time in the history of this country, has stand to be corrected, that our cocoa syndication that earns us billions every year were being paid into foreign accounts. But because for once we did it domestically, even before we left, we had gotten about 600 million, and in January we had about 2 billion. America had trade war with China. NDC hadn't even spent. They just finished appointing their ministers about a month ago. They haven't even put personnel in anything. So if you say that the NDC, they have done it, please don't let us even go there, because they've not done one thing. Let me tell you. So when I'm asking you, I'm just asking you that one thing. So you said, oh, in managing, they've done A, B, C, D. Call any NDC man to challenge. And I'm not blaming that they've not done like they've done bad. I will say that. But what is happening today, if your GDP before you took power had moved from 0.4 when the crisis came to almost 6%, your primary balance had outperformed 2016. Your reserve had outperformed 2016. Even exchange rate had come down from 50 something to your inflation about 54.1 to about. I mean, the thing is like practically it's like somebody had gotten, sorry to say, a terminal disease, and then he started getting healing. Everything is gone, but the symptoms had left. This is what the NDC guys meant. Don't let us deceive ourselves.
Can I talk now?
That is why, we talk. So I'm asking you, tell me one thing that the NDC government has done within this 7 months for us to say that, oh, because they did ABC, then let's go and check. They have not even paid contractors, except about 2 of them.
I'll tell you one thing. When NDC
anyway, I'm speaking as an expert in the area.
No problem. So I'm not an expert.
So you should better listen to me more.
But I know that now when I'm going to my favorite.
So it's true. But I'm telling you.
You're not allowing me to talk.
I'm telling you the cause of it.
But you have allowed me.
No, but I'm saying that what you are saying, I'm not disputing that. But what I'm saying is that it is not as a result of this government. I'm being honest with you.
So you are taking credit for the.
So we leave you've been talking to them.
Practically speaking,
I want you to say one thing to Ghanaians, that you spoke to the NDC people and they said that they've done A, B, C, D. Then we all go. You have fact finding exercise. We go and check.
You know what I would say to you. I would say to you that if you could have done this, you could have done it for 8 years. You did not.
No.
The people who are here who have done it.
They are suffering from unconscious incompetence.
Explain that. I don't.
What I'm saying is that it's not that you are being intentional about this. You don't know what you're talking about.
No.
It's like what you're doing.
Economics.
No. What you're doing now.
But I can't even feel it in my
what
pocket.
I'm doing now, if I come to your field, I'll be suffering from conscience. Not that I'm born because you know better than I do. What I'm telling you is that if you have a crisis that hit the world to the extent that global inflationary rate during that period went over 200%, that things were importing that were about 1999 pounds went to 29.99. That Ghanaians were asked to stay home, but they were paid. That productivity had been impaired, and private sector has sacked over 40,000 people. And we're going so down. The way it grew negative 3.3. It was a very serious, unfortunate, unexpected, uncontrollable situation. We've been able to manage it so well that the time we lost power, almost 90% of these variables had rather even turned to the positive direction, better than 2016.
So
that's why I'm telling you.
So you are saying to me. So you are saying to me tonight that the.
I didn't know you were going to.
No problem, Doc. So you are saying to me that whatever we are enjoying now, was a legacy of your good economic management as a government.
150%.
That's good. I
if
like that.
Let's bring any
No, I'm proceeding.
Okay, thank you.
If that is the case, and the man who chaired your economic committee is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, why are you not supporting him into 2028 elections?
I don't think I have questioned the competence of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia before. Never.
So why not supporting him?
Issue is
if he delivered this economic success that you are saying we should not give credit to John Mahama and Ato Forcing.
So my issue is about the high probability of MPP winning or losing election 2028.
But why would
it's not about competence.
Why would MPP highly lose under a very competent economic manager who has given us our petrol coming down
from
of
Ghanaians,
our petrol brings our petrol to 10 cedis according to you.
Because at the time Ghanaians were voting, they had not started. Look, it's like I said, you didn't want to listen to me. It's like, God forbid, I'm using myself.
Good, I'll be happy.
Yeah,
so
God
forbid. I don't want to die
if
now.
I had a terminal disease that was dying, my hands became pale. I couldn't eat for 3 months. My eyes, everything. Now they determined I was taking good care of a good doctor. The disease, the infection, everything is gone. But it had to take some time for me to come back to my normal color, those things. That time, Ghanaians were still suffering. Let's be honest. But the situation had been, to a large extent, dealt with. So and the excesses. So if you come back to Dr. Mahmoud,
so it's not the doctor's problem then?
It's not who?
It's not the doctor's problem that the person...
And the disease wasn't the doctor's problem. You know what's global. I mean,
so the surgeon did his job, left the theater, and the patient has recovered under a different doctor. That's essentially what you're saying.
That's what to say.
So why don't you bring that same doctor back to a new hospital you are building and say that run this hospital? Why are you going to bring another physician from a different center?
Let me tell you, in winning election in Ghana, it doesn't only depend on performance. Let's be honest.
Really?
But I'm surprised. Let me ask you today. There are communities in even Accra here. You know that there's no MPP win. When NDC win, you know that. So what has that got to do with performance?
But it gets emphasized by the performance of the government.
Let me give one area.
When you did so well, you won voter region. When you
who won voter? MPP won.
You won Hohoi.
So
when you performed abysmally, you lost Ashanti region.
That is an outlier. How many seats did you win in voter region that time?
One.
So exactly. So you can't say that we did.
But now you have even lost your own region, Ashanti.
We didn't lose Ashanti.
Oh, we lost like 10 seats. Oh.
So it means we lost Ashanti region.
That's a big lose.
So a big lose doesn't mean we lost Ashanti region. I think your position.
NDC has won almost 10 constituencies in Ashanti region.
It's not the only performance. I'm being honest with you.
No, it was worse.
I'm saying that it's not only performance that people vote on.
So what do people vote
in Aswasi? Have we ever won before?
No.
So you mean that we had never performed before?
Maybe you have not performed.
Please.
In Aswasi.
In the northern regions, how many times MPP win? Why is it that we have a country that we all go to church, we go to the mosque, we read Bible and Quran, but when it comes to the truth, want to go around it. Some of us, it's our problem. People will continue to insult us. We don't care. Once we are left between us and our God, we speak the truth.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that voting in Ghana does not necessarily, because something degree of integration, when you're analyzing independent variables and dependent variables. So winning election is dependent variable. There are a number of variables, factors, that will actually impact. They have correlation in different degrees when it comes to. And most of them do not necessarily mean you have performed well or not. I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
There are so many factors. We have geographical voting. Now, if you even mention other variables, they change the story. I don't want to go in there. But
which variable?
There's no point. I will not do it.
Are you talking about religion?
I have not said that. You can say that. Because, no, not that I'm afraid of, but I just don't want unscrupulous people to begin to read different meanings.
Of all the variables, which one do you think contributed the most to the MPP's defeat last year?
I think MPP, one, the global crisis, the economy, played a major role.
The same economy that you are saying we should give credit to you for. Okay, next.
Are you following me?
I'm following you.
The economy got Ghanaians into a very bad situation. When we recovered,
they didn't care.
The impact of it had not been fully felt.
Okay.
I mean,
that's one.
Can you be a good listener and stop changing the stories? Because I said this.
So that's one.
Let's all be fair to the people who are hearing us. There are so many other variables that because of the way people misconstrue and change the stories, the next day they do fake code cards, other people attack. I'm not going to go in there. I've been doing politics for almost 30 years. In terms of communication, no MPP communicator has communicated NDC guys more than me. Even president. I was debating him.
Okay.
Me, Honorable Fusampofo, Honorable Hanatete, Amabenuado, President Mahama, all of them.
Of the variables.
So the experience I have in politics, I've never even had rest to. Even when in opposition for almost 30 years.
Doc.
I have analyzed these things, and I think our chance of winning with Canadian Japan will be higher.
One more question. So I ask you to tout.
But you hear the public, everybody is mentioning Canadian Japan.
No problem.
Unless you don't have the ears to hear. Or you are not ready to listen.
You see, you've called me unconscious something.
No. I use that for myself.
Now you are calling me.
Oh, no. That's not you know you are somebody I respect.
No, I'm not offended.
I use that for myself.
I'm not offended.
When you don't have specific knowledge in certain area,
I get you.
That's where under organizational behavior.
I feel like you are insulting me, so you don't repeat.
Oh, then I'm sorry.
No,
I withdraw my statement.
I'm kidding. Don't mind me. Do you think personality played any role in your loss? Personality of the candidate played any role in your defeat last year?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Never.
So why changing the personality?
No, I am talking about factors. In management, we call something strategic position. Where in competing even on normal market, you might be the best person. You might be the best person. For instance, where you are sitting, it could be that you are far better than Dr. Stephen Amoah sitting there. Now there's a competition that people will have to vote for City or any other competitor within the same industry to get a big national award. Then people who are going to vote, you analyze and realize that Sticker might not have been as good as my brother sitting here. However, the vote will go in his favor for City FM to get that big goal that we are all looking for.
So give it to him.
Definitely. Because there's something called performance functions, where there are 3 variables. Performance has 3 functions. 1, ability. 2, opportunity. 3, motivation. You can be the best driver. If you don't have the opportunity, how can you drive? So it doesn't matter personality or whatever it is. Now we are talking about MPP's chance of winning 2028. And it's so clear. Where I come from, the Ashanti region, right now, send your people to Edum, PZ, the market area, magazine, where we have the chunk of the people voting for MPP. Whether they are wrong or right, that's a separate matter to discuss. I don't agree with some of the calls, but this is the wind, where it's blowing. I want my party to win. Without MPP winning, most of the great things that we did, we can't come and continue them. So my issue is not with a particular candidate. My issue is about the overall goal of the MPP, and the goal is to win power 2028.
And to help you win that is Kennedy Japan.
I mean, you know, you yourself, between you and your God, you know.
Hey.
You know. You can say you don't know, but God knows.
You are still in Parliament.
I am.
Is there an MPP MP for Asin Central? Say no. Because it is no.
No.
So if Ken Japan is that influential, how come his own constituency that he decided he's not running again?
This is where you should know he's so popular and influential.
No.
The seat that when he was not there, we lost. No, just
are you a Manchester United supporter?
Let me tell
Okay, let me tell you something.
Let me say this. Let me educate you.
You have been educating me all in one. Let me tell you one thing.
The president when he was MP, we won severally. When he wasn't MP, we lost. Now I say it was his fault. How can people talk about this?
Do you know that there are people?
It's very juvenile analysis.
You are supposed
anybody that goes on this tangent, sometimes we don't want to talk.
But if you are influential, if you're influential, you should be influential throughout.
But was it the one he lost? Who lost?
But I
don't expect you to do this.
No, but if you don't win,
look at the good job you are doing here, and you win a lot of awards, and you live here for another station, and then the person who comes here doesn't win award. They say you had caused it. Please don't go.
That's not the same.
Don't go back. But what's the difference?
We are not doing politics.
He was
there discussing politics, but he went to campaign.
Are we doing history?
No.
No, I'm surprised.
Well, now they are throwing jobs
because what you're doing is wrong.
I'll report it to NMC for abusing me.
I have no. You are. I also report you for changing stories, trying to deceive Ghanaians.
Honorable.
Because Kneiyapo was the MP. We have been winning severally. When he was not MP, we lost. That shows the kind of person he is.
It tells you that he was able to whip his own people into line.
The people loved him more. It means that anytime you place Kneiyapo anywhere, we stand a chance of getting victory.
Okay, one more question on Kennedy Japan.
So unless you don't,
you put him before MPP people 2 years ago. They didn't vote for him. They rejected him. If he was that popular and he's the guy everybody's talking about, why didn't he win the last time?
Can you allow me to answer you?
Of course. I'll finish.
When the last time, government machinery was not supporting him. We all knew this is a fact. I didn't see any one MP. I'm saying myself, I could be wrong, publicly campaigning and supporting Nhyiaeso. Even in Ashanti region, I didn't see one constituency that you will get even 2 executives publicly working for him. He had 37.4%. Now go and check Ashanti region. The whole of Ashanti region, coordinators Nhyiaeso have that publicly they are working for him. They are over 67%.
How about MPs?
Now, MPs, he has a lot of them.
How about how many out of your?
I can't give you the figure. He has a lot of them. But what I'm saying that he doesn't have more MPs than maybe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I didn't want to mention them for people to trace it.
It's fine.
He doesn't have more than them, but he has a lot of them. And the polling station agents and the coordinators who form about 80% or 90% of those going to vote, Nhyiaeso is the most popular among them than any candidate.
Okay.
Look, this election, unless there's something that I've never dreamt of, with my experience in politics,
Kennedy Befa.
he has already won. It doesn't matter.
Last question
He's
before we leave.
And MPP will win if he wins 2020. Our chance will be bright. I wouldn't say 100%.
Okay.
Of course, there could be margin.
Okay.
It doesn't mean other candidates can never win. I will never say that.
Okay.
But on a scale of probability, Kennedy is now. Look, Ecclesia says that there's time for everything. This time it's about Kennedy. He's the Joshua.
Okay.
He is taking MPP to the.
It's Kennedy's time. Last question before we leave. What would you say to people who say, those of you who served in government with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, especially those of you who are on the finance side of things, you are traitors for refusing to support him into this race? What would you say to that? For not choosing not supporting Dr. Bawumia, considering that you people work together with the economy, you saw all the challenges.
You're talking about.
You were deputy finance minister.
I'm not the only one.
I know that. I know.
Dr. Sibe Yabua,
Abina. That's what I'm saying.
Dr. Ampabe.
All the finance people, you knew this problem the man went through. So I'm saying that. What would you say to people who say you are traitors for not supporting him?
If our reason had been that, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not competent, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia didn't do well, he as a person, then yes. But we are not saying he's the factor. We are talking about strategic position.
Okay.
The surrounding factors, the dynamics are not. It's very unfair. I think he's a victim of circumstances.
Okay.
I think so, and I love him so much. I can never speak.
So give him another chance.
What I'm saying, the chance that I think we may stay in opposition. You cannot sacrifice the entire country for one person. That is my analysis.
Very well.
I could be wrong, but talking about respect for him, talking about loving him, appreciating who he is and what he is. I mean, of course, you know it. I mean, he's a great person. He's such a great, wonderful person, very affable. But what I'm saying is that now, if we are talking about the outcry of Ghanaians, and you know about 609,000 students at the tertiary level complete school every year, within that period of graduation, only 10% gets job to do. And look at Nhyiaeso. He's a politician who has, employed Ghanaians most than any other politician.
Very well.
As of now, about 7,000 and still counting.
Okay.
He's coming up very soon with another factory going to employ about 1,000 people. He is connected in Asia, American, Europeans. They all want to come and create big, huge jobs. And this is what Ghanaians want.
Very well. We have to go now, but let me just talk about you briefly. I understand you've also been giving money to students in your constituency, scholarship. That's what I mean. Not
that's
money.
165 just now.
165.
Just more than that.
To what? To what? University or to
university and some of them polytechnics and all of them. We've been doing that. I mean, I think.
But you're in opposition. It's kind of free.
They give us common fund.
Oh, but that's small. That's very, very small.
Who told you? Today, do you want me to talk? It's how I use I don't touch my common fund. I've set up development committees. Go to KMB. They've awarded me, I think, they've given me an award that the best user of my common fund. Aside that, my brother, I do about 6-7 jobs. Oh. Sometimes when people see us doing politics, I bought my first car in 97. How old were you?
I was 10.
You were 10 years.
I was a small boy.
I was cleaning almost 16 hours, 2 hours in the morning, car wash, and then kitchen work in the night in London.
Where? Oh,
you understand what I'm saying? If you go to Kwa West in Kawanda, about 4 years ago, I had the largest palm plantation. Not now. If you go to Bobbing, I have about 2,000 acre land with mechanized machines on. I do pharmacy. I don't rest. At my age, I'm over 50 years. I have a PhD. I'm doing law. So if you see me public, that I joke, it ends there. All my life is about studies, my God, and politics. And I live a clean life. I believe in integrity. It's not about the fake news out there. It's not about the propaganda. I believe in God. Because the Bible says that lazy hands make a man poor. Proverbs 10:4, but diligent hands. In this country, we misconstrue and go for life. They don't get closer. They don't know who you are, what you do. I was born to be benevolent. I've helped so many people in life. You might not know. Most of your media guys over 20 years ago knew me. It's not about politics. Politics has given me name, but it hasn't really contributed even 20% to my economic life.
Well.
I don't do that.
Well.
I'm not perfect. I wouldn't say I'm a perfect being. But if I'm able to give scholarship, it shows the kind of person I am.
Very well.
Sometimes I give to the extent that I don't even have money myself.
It's good. God will bless you.
Yes.
Thank you
and
so
I
much.
see that in Japan as well.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
It's a big pleasure for having me here.
I wish you all the best.
Tough with me.
It's not my fault.
But thank you, my brother.
You started on a very hot note. You came to you came to Jojo me. You accused me of unconscious something.
No. I also use that for myself. I said that where you sit. I can also be described as someone suffering from unconscious incompetence. Let me end with this. It's very educative.
Okay.
Distortion of public information and organizational behavior and strategic management. We have 3 forms. The one you call intellectual dishonesty. Somebody knows, but he thinks the recipients do not know, so they want to lie to them.
One.
Then you have the second one that you display your ego trips. Have people in society that whether they know or they don't know, they want people to hear their voices. And then the third one is suffering from unconscious incompetence. What it is that they themselves don't know, they don't know, because it's not their field. It's not an insult.
So that's the third one applies
for you and me. If it comes to my failed you, if it comes to your failed me, so it's not only you. And then all these 3 things.
You come to a man's studio and
insult you're my brother. No, you're insulting myself. You see, all these 3 things, that no matter the effort you put in, it ends in flossinopilification.
That word,
I
did spelling in Asuchai Junction Day, so I can spell that word. It's the longest word.
You're a very sharp guy.
I am.
You're a very sharp guy.
Thank you for acknowledging that word.
No, you are. I mean, not to use about that.
But I don't
know a lot I don't know. I mean, in life.
But you also have seen a lot.
That's why we need a teamwork.
Very well.
In this world, God wasn't weak enough to have created carpenters, doctors, nurses. We need teamwork, collaboration, synergies. And Japan is allowing, for the first time in this country, bring a lot of great heads like you people together to build this country.
Thank you so much. When you say great heads, the mischief in me wanted to talk about the size of your head, but I've changed.
Oh, my head is big. And then somebody put on social media that this guy, only big English, your head is like 1814 iron. And the person put the iron with the charcoal in it. Then I went to respond, but you are right. And the guy said, this man, no, he's crazy.
But thank you so much. That's Honorable Dr. Stephen Amoah. He's NPP Member of Parliament for Nhyiaeso, former Deputy Minister, speaking to us. That would be it for Point Blank tonight, brought to you by Valles Lease Equipment Limited. Valles Lease affordable document management solution. They should stop doing what?
Worrying.
What are they worrying? But if you went to buy Lamborghini on the street, you said you went to clean cars in London, and can you buy Lamborghini on the street?
Maybe ignorance. He did not know. So maybe I'm not saying. But the way they
you said you are reading law. Are you in the LLB level?
LLB.
Have they taught you what is called buyer beware?
Oh, of course.
Okay. So you know buyer beware. And then you cannot say that.
I think even sales of goods.
Sales of goods act, yes. So
if you are talking about law, how come that in this country, this maximum about equity, equality, equity is equality, is not applying? That people insult the president, which was wrong. They have to be arrested. But you're talking about Section 96 of Act 30, talking about 48 hours. You're talking about Article 1434, that also talks about 48 hours and reasonable time period within which one has to be tried.
The law is
and
the law.
Young poor girls have been kept with the police and the security for almost 3 weeks.
The law is the law.
Please.
Good night.
Please. And that is why we should also look at the fact that when it comes to the law, he who comes to equity must come with clear hands, and justice must be for all.
You have learnt your.
No, God has blessed me. Thank you.